We've got an homage to classic 80s teen slashers, but not anywhere near as good. So Student Body is a new teen horror that has been released in 2022. It stars a bunch of young and upcoming actors and actresses. The only two who I've seen before are Harley Quinn Smith and Austin Zager, however you fucking say his surname, who also happen to be boyfriend and girlfriend in real life as well. And they star in a lot of each other's films and TV shows and all that kind of bullshit. So our story revolves around Jane and her group of friends. Jane is a straight-A student, an absolute genius, and the plot of our film really kicks off during their mathematics class. So the entire class has taken this test and Jane is the only one who does really well on it. Everybody is complaining, everyone is like, this is bullshit, you didn't teach us any of the stuff that was on the test, blah blah blah. And the teacher simply says, well, it was in the readings, you were told to do the readings, you didn't do it. Jane seemed to do fine. Why is it that she scored a 96, but all of you are fucking spastics? Her group of friends convince her to go and talk to her teacher and try and reason with him to allow the class to do a resit of the test so that everyone can get a higher score, because a lot of them come from really rich, well-off families, really preppy families who expect these kids to get into Ivy League universities, and if they don't have high grades, they're not going to get to do that. Unfortunately for Jane, when she goes to reason with her teacher, he commits an assault onto her, and the principal jumps into action, removes him from the faculty, and a few days later we start to have the school mascot stalking our group of friends. The school mascot is called Anvil Man or something like that, and he's basically a big white dude with a sledgehammer. He's supposed to be like the everyman, you know, the blue collar worker. That's who he is, and the teacher really gravitates towards this mascot character. Makes it, you know, really well known to Jane that he's like, I fucking wish I was the Anvil Man, blah blah blah. And so we already know who it is that is stalking these kids, and we are treated to your typical sort of Scooby-Doo-esque chase around a school at night, few killings here and there, you know, the big reveal, ooh. It's a pretty stock standard teen slasher. There is one thing they did in here that was very out there, very outlandish. I did not expect them to go that route at all. I don't think I've seen this sort of thing happen in these types of movies before. It's a decision that our main character makes. I think this movie's strongest point comes after our main character makes this decision. Prior to this, the film was pretty typical. It was filled with pretty average writing, pretty average acting, relatively low budget special effects. But after this point, after this one decision, and it's towards the end of the film, like it's maybe about halfway through the third act, it changes the complexion of the entire film, and it goes from being a pretty average film to a pretty good film, you know, a film that actually is worth watching purely for that change in tone and direction of the film. And I think if they could have lent on this a little bit more, maybe brought this forward a little bit so we had more time with our characters after this decision was made, that may have benefited the film a bit. But I'm still really happy with how this film ended up. I enjoyed myself thoroughly, so that's why I'm going to give Student Body a 7 out of 10. So tell me guys, has anyone watched Student Body? If you have, comment down below, let me know what you thought about it. A pretty decent teen slasher, you know, it's not very long. If you want to put it on and see some kids get fucking whacked with a sledgehammer, put it on. For anyone who's a sadist out there, go for it, give it a go. You might find that the characters are a little bit woke and a little bit, it doesn't seem natural with the way that they talk to each other, and I will agree with you. Certain points the writing did feel very on the nose, and almost as if an older person was trying to write what they think younger people in high school talk like. So it was a little bit cringe at points because it didn't really feel true to the characters, but hey, can't complain. The ending was really good. That middle third act to the end, fantastic. I had a great time. So yeah, definitely check it out guys. This was the review. Hope you really enjoyed it. As always, click through to another video. Keep having some fun. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.